Hello. Okay, so here we go. You have a circle, right? Draw a circle, just like I'm doing. Or watch this, doesn't matter. Circle. Now make a plus in it. That's our cycle of time in its existence. This would have a big effect on somebody's mind, depending on what state of mind they're in, what they've been taught, all kinds of things about their life. Okay, so it basically goes about this. We know about Noah and the flood. Let's call it cycle one. One, right there, flood. Okay, during that period, it was the same as it was for us. So notice that it's a pyramid. See that? From there to there in that flood area is a pyramid. So it basically went from creation until the flood happened, and that was the end of that cycle. Next came cycle number two. And cycle number two, what do you think it is? Wrong. It's nuclear war. Now you're probably thinking, well, that's us. Wrong. That was the Egyptians. Cycle 2, Egypt. They created a nuclear bomb and wiped out a lot of old societies that were digging up now, and they're finding all kinds of new discoveries, and they're trying to figure out how to stop our cycle, which is cycle number 3. Well, if cycle number 3 is not nuclear war, then what could it be? Well, have you looked at our sun lately? It's starting to go a little bit dimmer, and when stars go dimmer, that's usually before, they go boom. So, our cycle is children of the sun. And by the whole circle, you notice there's no way you can stop it. It's kind of like a clock. We go around and around and around our galaxy, being pulled by our star. And it went from creation through the flood, through the nuclear wars in Egypt and the other parts of the old world. And then we entered our world, which, started with the modern Egyptians and then the Romans and so on and so forth. And now here we are in America, and then soon to be in the European Union with, of course, the Antichrist known as Prince Charles. But all of that doesn't matter, and all of man's minds doesn't matter, and everything doesn't matter, because if we beat this cycle, we cannot go on to cycle number 4. And after cycle number 4, the whole process starts all over. But that doesn't matter to us, because we're all gone. And if our souls go somewhere else, that's great. And if they just don't, then I don't know. Because I don't have all the answers. But just like me, I got answers, and so did Kurt Cobain. So we go to cycle 4. The last cycle before it starts all over. Now, what would that be? Gone through everything else. Well, what was our greatest wish in our cycle, in the Children of the Sun cycle? We wanted to travel to the stars. Well, when our sun cools and turns into nothing but a ball of iron, well, then you can jump onto it and ride it. Taking a ride on heavy metal. So that's what mankind is going to do next, is they're going to jump on the sun when it's burnt out. There'll probably be something to keep us warm, another star maybe, I don't even know. Maybe we're getting closer to the center by that point of the Milky Way, so it gets warmer. I have no idea. I didn't create the whole process. Creation did. So anyhow, cycle number 4, just like you've always wanted, Independence Day, interstellar war. Interstellar war. There we go. Now you say, well, how would you know that there would be interstellar war next? That's like looking into the future, right? Well, actually, we have evidence of that in the past. What do you think our moon is, if not our old star? So anyways, when Kurt Cobain learned this, he couldn't handle the fact he wasn't going to get nowhere. There was going to be no resurrection. That even though Jesus probably did exist, because he probably got this information too, that he couldn't do nothing either to stop the cycle of time. So his promise of resurrection was basically just a lie unless it happens after cycle 4. So there you go. With that, he decided to end it all and try to get out of here and maybe go to where creation is, or maybe just turn into atoms and go out into space. Since we're all made of the same stuff, anyways, I really have no idea. But enjoy yourselves. Try not to be too scared. Just realize that thinking too much, worrying about trying to relate to people really doesn't matter. Everybody's on their own path to discovering information, and the real thing is just to be at love with yourself, because we're all alone and we got to go through this alone. All right. See you later, people. Enjoy.